Greetings, students, and welcome to the Summer 1 Quest for Knowledge philosophy class. That's Philosophy 1050. My name is Dr. Schafer, and this is just a little opening video, a greeting video to kind of get the class started. I'm going to keep this pretty short. What I'd like to do is to introduce myself in the class a little bit, and then talk a bit about how the grade is going to be determined. I know that students are always interested in that, understandably so, at the beginning of a course. And then finally talk about the process of the course. Since this is a completely online class, it's going to look and feel a little bit different from an on-campus class, and also probably different from what we did in the spring semester with the online continuation of the regular semester. So, like I said, my name is Dr. Schafer. I had just finished my 20th year at Xavier, which is hard to believe. That's 20 years. It's gone by really fast. I am happily married. I've got two delightful 4-year-old twins, a boy and a girl, and they're actually sleeping in the room right next door to me. So if it seems like I'm whispering a little bit, I'm trying to keep it down a little bit. But they had a busy day, so I think they're pretty sound asleep at this point. And yeah, that's enough about me, I guess. You'll learn a little bit more as we go along. In terms of the course, this is not exactly an intro to philosophy class. It is meant to be an entry-level class, but it's not meant to be a survey. What we're going to do is to take sort of a deeper dive into a particular area of philosophy, the kind of philosophy that's concerned with knowledge, the meaning of knowledge, that sort of thing. This is one of the classes that's listed in the examined life area of the core, so I know that most of you are probably taking the course because it checks that box from the core. I hope you'll enjoy the class. I think philosophy classes are really important. It's an important part of a liberal education for students, and Xavier does provide students with a liberal education, which means that there's a strong foundation in the humanities. What you'll get from this class is not just sort of the content, the content of the philosophical ideas that we'll be taking up, but also the opportunity to engage with some of the most well-known philosophers in the Western tradition, to engage directly. You'll be reading their words, struggling through the things that they wrote down, and I think there's something really valuable in that. So you'll definitely be able to improve your literacy skills, your analytical reasoning skills, your critical thinking skills, all part of what you get in a philosophy class like this. Okay, let's move on and talk about the grade. So I really try to keep my online classes simple in terms of the way the grade is produced. So there are three areas that the grade is going to come from. The biggest area is short writing assignments. And these will be a regular feature of the course. They kind of take the place of quizzes in my mind. You'll have about 2 short writings per week. I'm not sure exactly how many there'll be at the end of the semester, but we've got 5 weeks, 2 per week, around 10, something like that. Short writing means basically a couple of medium-sized paragraphs, so 250 to 450 words. The assignments will come from the books that we're reading. I'll give you pretty detailed instructions, and you'll have opportunity to ask me questions and stuff like that. So your grade in the short writing assignments at the end of the semester will count for 50% of your overall grade for this class. Okay, so that obviously is really important. The other big grade chunk for the class is a critical essay, which will be due actually at the very end of the semester, on the day that the final exam ordinarily would take place. I think that's like June 26th. I'm looking at my schedule right now. The critical essay will be something like a 3 to 6 page paper on a topic that will come from what we've covered in class. It's not a research paper. Lots more details about that later, and that's going to count 30% of your grade. The final 20% of your grade is going to come from discussion board posts, and so the discussion board posting, in my mind, takes the place of the classroom experience. It's the way that we have the most immediate sort of interaction. I will be posting discussion board forums with topics in them. In fact, I've already started this process. And the thing that I want to emphasize about the discussion board posting is that this is basically free points. Okay, if you get the posts done on time, if you get them turned in on time, if you follow the rules, and the rules are very simple, a minimum of 4 sentences per post on topic, then you get the points, right? So the only thing really that you have to do to get the points for this is to show up and to do the work. Now I hope that you'll look at it as something more than that, and you'll work hard in the discussion board and put some effort in. If you do that, you'll definitely improve your chances to do better on the short writing assignments and then eventually on the critical essay. And there'll be lots of information about the particular discussion board threads and so on Brightspace. Okay, the last thing I wanted to talk about is the process for this class. So here's how it's going to work. For each new unit, which is roughly speaking a new book, you will first of all read the text, and then secondly you will listen to an audio lecture that I have created and posted on Brightspace, and then you will go to the discussion board and make your posts and whatever threads are required for the discussion board, and then finally you will write a short writing assignment for that area. So each unit, focuses on a book or a part of a book, depending on which one we're talking about, and it will follow that particular process, right? So it's important that you do the work of reading the book on your own, and then you get some background information to help you digest it from the audio lecture. We get some interaction through the discussion board. I try to post on the discussion board as much as I can to get feedback, and then you turn in your short writing assignment, and then we move on to the next unit. Okay? Look, I encourage you to send me questions. There's a spot on the discussion board for general questions about this class. If you've got a more personal kind of question, feel free to send me an email. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in cyberspace, and have a great semester.